very stylish look, and it's made out of a special material, which you'll have to watch for in the film. I gotta say, I loved it. I appreciated it so much. I had to pick up a jacket that was similar. So, that said, what can you tell us about Shang-Chi, the master of Kung Fu?
Well, without spoiling anything, he is a master of hand-to-hand combat and a skilled martial artist who has trained from a young age.
That's right. Some of the unique...
That's as far as we can go.
Like, yeah, it's very difficult, especially with the movie out. We want to make sure people will be able to enjoy it and not have to worry about content being spoiled. So as
I haven't even seen it yet, so for me,
I gotta look out for my own as well. So for the uniform itself, some of the perks that come with this just with this uniform alone is that skill damage has been increased to 35%, and bonus damage is 25%, and basic damage received has any basic damage that you yourself receive is given a 40% decrease. So just that alone for a uniform is pretty good.
I love his fighting stance.
For his passive skill changes, the Chi Reflect has been renamed to Flowing Strikes, and when using Flying Kick, which is skill 1, we'll go more into that later. When Flying Kick, skill number 1 is used, cooldown for the Staff of Punishment, skill 5, is reset. So that allows you to keep going on to doing those attacks, hence the Flowing Strikes passive skill.
Very good. All
right, that looks good close up. Now let's see the skills.
I love the way these movie-inspired uniforms look.
Yeah, very true to the film that they're based on. So we're going to do skill number 1. He has been given all new skills. So let's take a look at skill number 1, which I mentioned, which is the Flying Kick. Yeah, pretty basic, nothing too fancy there, but the visuals are just always nice to see. Skill number 2.
Nice.
Good use of the special staff there. This is the bow staff strike, which causes paralysis. Pretty nice. Groups you like are also
to one side.
Groups them all together. Come back to this group here for skill 3. As you can see, this is more of a buff skill. This is the Master's Counter Attack. This skill makes this unique also is that it can actually target foes with the Ignore Targeting effect active. So you just kind of...
I ignore your ignore.
It channels the attack and then goes with the strike. Back. Also, thing to note is that also what makes the skill helpful is that it also recovers HP and reflects a percentage of their of the damage received. And this is also regardless of the enemy's defense. So that's enough of that. Let's move to skill number 4. You can see the discipline he uses in this attack as he concentrates each and every single strike with purpose.
Is this endless attack?
That's right. This is endless attack, which as you can see, it's an incapacitating barrage of attack that ignores 100% of your enemy's ignore defense. Or ignore dodge rate, my mistake. Move on to skill 5. This is the Staff of Punishment. Another stunning attack that causes actual burn damage while granting a 30% buff to your overall attack and defense and more.
Nice.
Alright, now we're here for the main event. As you can see, of course, as it was clear in our first teaser, Shang-Chi receives his T-3 ultimate skill.
I'm ready. Oh, cool. Nice.
The name of this skill is Tranquil Focus. So what makes this skill unique as opposed to other T3s which we've seen in the past is that this skill is more of a very potent buff. So let me go into the list. There are many things to share about this particular skill, but again, we don't want to list all of them before you with too many stats. So just for starters, it grants you full HP. Chain hit damage receives a high percentage increase when attacking. You'll also be able to attack enemies with the Ignore Targeting effect active for a brief period of time, while also dealing an increase in all basic attack and by 90%, and it'll increase your attack by 90% for a brief period of time.
Sweet.
And again, some of the stats I say may actually be inaccurate, or they may be off by a little bit. Again, as I mentioned, some of the stats end up changing over time, but at the time we currently have for these current notes, these are the current effects. And that does it for the Master of Kung Fu himself, Shang-Chi.
Yay!
But we have much
In
more.
theaters only.
That's right. But of course, as you mentioned, Kim, we have another team that actually receives an update as well.
That's right.